So I'm gonna set you up. Well, maybe not set you off totally, but so my middle son goes to Berkeley, and he joined the Overwatch esports team, and he actually went on it, and Berkeley has won the national championship for Overwatch like 2 of the last 3 years or whatever. So they're one of the top Overwatch teams. So he made it, and he's on the team and everything. He's actually considered a student athlete.
Stop it, dude.
I swear to God.
We are literally sitting on our ass right now doing nothing athletic whatsoever.
He's considered a D1 athlete for UC Berkeley.
Horrible. That's just horrible. And it's not surprising. I've heard this already from others, so you're not shocking me by that comment, but that's still just ridiculous.
I just thought I'd make sure I bring that up. I mean, a little bit of a
good for you know what, Len? Good for him. If he wants to call himself an athlete, good for him. He's a D1 athlete. Thing, that's awesome, dude.
By the way,
good job.
I'm going to do it.
Good job.
If he can get some benefits out of it, then yes, he'll take advantage of it. But he's not.
Why not? Right?
No. Totally don't disagree with you there. Take advantage of it. The way colleges are labeling it is
whatever it may be, but yeah.
So he's going to get his varsity jacket off of that
JD,
too?
He's a D1 athlete. He's a D1 athlete. Let it go. Accept it. Accept it.
That's horrible.
He gets all the benefits of being a student athlete.
There it is. It
is. You can look it up. And I know you want to.
He's doing it right now. Yeah. I want to know, but hey, congratulations, Glenn. That's fantastic, man. Proud parent. I feel you there.
Here's an athlete, okay? Here's the concept of what an athlete is. A person is proficient in sports and other forms of physical exercise. How is sitting on your ass a physical exercise playing a video game?
Well, with him, it's this. Look, it hurts your shoulders.
No, it's not physical. It's not physical. You can, dude. The Wii console was about getting up and using the stick and everything. We'd literally bowl like this. That's it. No effort.
You could hurt your wrist doing that. You could hyperextend your wrist or something.
Is that an athletic program right there?
Can you get a cramp?
You can get a cramp. Just
you can get injured. What if he has to retire from esports because he has carpal tunnel?
He would have gotten probably working on a computer coding as well. That's not an athlete.
So what? So somebody who's a construction worker who has to carry something, did that make him an athlete?
No, it's
just
not.
because they exert effort?
No athlete. No.
You know, things change, by the way.
Nothing changes in my mind.
We're making a vote now.
Yeah.
We're 3 grumpy old guys, okay? This is it. That's it.
No. And someone has to be wrong, and right now JD's wrong.
No, I'm not.
He's a D1 athlete. Good job, Len. Good job, Len. I'm proud of you, buddy. I'm proud of you. JD's just a hater.
Already knows.
JD is just a hater. He just doesn't want to admit it.
That was strike
Deep
one.
down inside, JD knows he admits it is. He just doesn't want to
acknowledge it. Not at all. Yeah. Nowhere near my bone does it even come close to saying I'm wrong. Nothing else.
If you were to challenge him right now, he would demolish you.
In Overwatch?
In that competition. Yes.
Yeah. Then I'd take him on in a physical sport called basketball and dominate.
But that's still the point, right? He's a D1 athlete.
No, he's not. Dude, I just read what an athlete is. Explain to me how that works. And don't tell me carpal tunnel. Shut up. All right. I don't want to hear about carpal tunnel.
Webster, some white guy, from like 100, 1,000 years ago, whatever.
Wait, what? I missed the first part.
Look.
Anyway, good for him. You know why? Because if that's what the college is saying, good for him. Take advantage of it. Use it to your advantage. My point is, his son is actually athletic. So it's not like he isn't an athletic person. He could play other sports too, like legitimate athletic sports. Yeah. It's fine though. If he wants to be a D1 athlete, as they prescribe it under e-gaming specifically, because it's not a fucking sport. We already went through that. I'm not going to go into that one again right now.
You're wrong. Definitions change.
If the definition changes, you're going to really bite yourself about that.
Dude, we literally took a word from the Simpsons show and added it to a dictionary. D-O-H.
Anything's possible, right?
This is why we're falling to shit as a society.
Okay. So you're saying esports is helping us fall as a society?
It's improving our ability to be lazier than normal. Yes.
No.
Really? If you spend all day in the house and don't go out because you're playing with your buddies online, how is that actually improving our ability?
What's ironic is he's a huge gamer saying this.
That's true. It's not
No.
They're building but it goes back to they're building a skill set. They're building a skill set.
Basketball.
What's the skill set, Mike? What's the skill set?
There's a.
Don't just tell me it's like execution and shit. I want specifics here.
Wait. Are you talking about for esports, for Overwatch?
No, I'm asking Mike. He said skill set. No, don't jump in, Len. Mike said skill set. I want to know what Mike meant by skill set.
You mean to tell me playing a game, any kind of e-gaming, there's no skill set to it? You don't develop a skill set?
All I'm asking is you tell me.
No, I'm just saying you develop certain kind of skill set. If you start playing Halo, if you don't understand
what it is, can be a pro esports player.
That's true. Anybody.
If you work on it, if you practice it and you do it, yeah, absolutely.
Esports athlete.
Anyone can do it as long as they take the time to practice, to train, to understand how it goes. No different than any sport. Right?
How does that carry over into life for you, Mike?
So you mean practicing, training, getting your mindset, looking outside the box. You don't think that's going to help you through another way? I understand there's different aspects of it, but as you're constantly training and looking at ways to better yourself in that aspect, that's helping you.
So let me ask you something.
Hater.
If we had a competition with playing, let's say, like Command and Conquer, like we've done in the past, there's no strategy in that?
No. You literally
see that? You see that? Liar.
Wow, I can't believe you're lying like that.
He's full of shit. Lad, he's full of shit. Full of shit, dude.
Okay, we're going to bleep each other out so much after this. But
I gave that up already. At this point, I'm not even going to bother. Too much editing.
Full of shit.
It's not family friendly.
I even went that far. With Command and Conquer, there's no strategy.
Dude, look, I'm not debating if there's strategy in playing a game.
You just said
what you just said. What's the skill set?
No. What I said was, Mike, tell me what skill set you're saying they have. At no point did he actually tell me a skill set. That was my question.
Oh, no. And why did you only direct it towards Mike? Why did you only direct it towards Mike? Because you know he doesn't know Overwatch that well.
But dude, at least
I like how you went only after him.
That's why I told you to shut up. I know the answer just like you do. I want to see if Mike does. That was why
I'm just talking about. Just in gaming in general, there's a skill set because you're learning something. And you're
tell me what the skill set is.
I don't. Oh, so absolutely right. Like, so that's right. I don't know. Look, I know what the game is. I'm not a D1 player in that kind of game. I'm not. That's not my area in that space.
But you've played games.
I'm just saying. Every game that you play, you build a skill set. You learn how the game works. You understand where the. You understand the buttons, you learn the strategy, you learn the course. Like it's Mario Kart, you start learning about the courses. You start learning about what
you mean the patterns, locations,
everything, right? You're learning about all those things, right? That's a skill set that you're learning compared to someone who's just starting off, right? We've played Mario Kart before, and our level compared to someone who's just jumping in, we just demolish them. That's a skill set that we learn.
True anymore because we're older, so hand-eye coordination actually becomes more of a problem.
Arthritis, things like that, yeah.
So
well, for some of you, maybe.
Someone young come in with less experience and whoop our ass.
Yeah, but less experience with that one particular game. If you get somebody who's played a game like Rocket League and all these other games that they use for esports, they can pick up like Mario Kart and do well in it because it translates over. But when you're looking at a game like Overwatch, I mean, there's a ton of strategy, especially with the fact that you're playing with 5 other players. So it's 6 players on a team. So first of all, you have to communicate and do teamwork. You have to coordinate where you're going, what you're doing, and what's happening. So in terms of communication and how this is translated over, I think for some esports ones, the individual ones like a Rocket League or even like a Smash, yeah, I can understand those. Those are really just one-on-one type ones, but especially the ones that take coordination with your teammates, where you have a role. Like one of the things I like about Overwatch versus something like COD or even these other ones is you have characters that have a very distinct role in the game. Their skill set is very different than you would have in other games. It's not just a pure shooter. And so coordinating what character you're playing and what you're doing and how you're approaching different maps, I think for him especially, that's why he gets into it so much. It's because of the amount of variation you can do in the game. The amount of coordination you have to do, the how much more it is than just saying who's the best aimer. I mean, a lot of the characters aiming's not even your biggest key. Like he's a support main, which plays like a character called Lucio, which is
so they all have different classes basically, and each class is focused on a certain skill set.
Skill set, and also
something else.
Like one guy, even though this game's called a first-person shooter, Mike, one of the main characters that has been a big part that people will select since the beginning is this guy called Reinhardt, and he has a big energy shield with a hammer, and so I mean he just swings it when he's attacking somebody, or he will charge somebody. So I mean, their skill sets are totally different than your traditional COD type games where it's just being able to shoot, where you may have a different type of gun, but I mean, for those type of games, what I've always liked about them, and again, with the games I've played in the past, not just SimCity and Civilization, but I mean, come on, with JD and I playing Command and Conquer, even the Warcraft, the original Warcraft, where it was real-time strategy games. Those were the ones I also really got into as well. And it's the strategy part. It's the not just unless like when you see a lot of StarCraft, or those type of things, and how big those got. It's there's a skill set you need to have. I mean, look, those guys in StarCraft, if you ever watch those guys play, how fast they can click is, it's a skill set, JD. So especially with StarCraft.
Oh, key binding, Len.
No, how fast they have to click.
No, dude, they have mouses nowadays that have like 12 buttons on the side.
Not in the game, not when you get into the esports one. It actually is how many times.
I know they set certain guidelines. Everybody has to follow certain standards, so there's no cheating or advantage on that. I get that.
Yeah.
By the way, is there also a what's it called? Fortnite? Is there a Fortnite team there in Cal, or just Overwatch?
They have some. They have like.
League of Legends.
Oh, yeah, definitely. League of Legends is still like the biggest. If you go to like Twitch
with both my boys, they really tried to get me into it. I tried.
I actually played one on the phone that's like League of Legends, but I've actually played it. I like it. But like League of Legends is still huge. It's amazing. But what I've always liked about League of Legends is that, again, the characters, different roles, different abilities, and everything. I mean, they constantly do these balancing things to make sure that somebody's always going to be OP or whatever. But League of Legends is huge.
It's like an enhanced version of Gauntlet for you, Mike.
Oh, interesting.
So you have the wizard, the Valkyrie, the warrior, and the elf. I mean, in that game, of course, they're all the same, except the elf's super fast, little bastard. Which, by the way, every time I'd play that game on the PlayStation 2 or, when they re-released them, Gauntlet, the original Gauntlet is available on like the Xbox 360 I originally got on. My daughter would always beat me to the elf because he's the fastest character, so he could always get all the food, all the keys, all the potions. Just irritated me that she'd always, every time, I'd reset the game every time to try and beat her, and I couldn't. So for some reason, she'd get it every time. It's unfair. Just unfair.
Just go set.
Let her have it. Stop it.
It's, in the end, she always got it anyway. It didn't matter. So,
well,
that's good. Good for him. It's disappointing that it's become a D1 athlete, but it's great for him that he got called that. And
disappointing.
Is he getting a full ride scholarship?
No, you can. You can. Like, if you win the championship, if you win the national championship, it's like they actually split up a prize pool, so they actually get a salary. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's actually pretty cool. You're earning for money. So when's the championship coming up? When's he going?
Season starts in February.
Nah, you ready to watch
that? It was supposed to be like, I think either last year or the year before the national championship was in Texas. And of course, they didn't have it this last year, but we'll see.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, he thought it was funny as hell.
Yeah, because he knows full well as I do, so that's fine. Yeah,
but it's becoming more and more accepted as legitimate.
It's going to be more accepted. I mean, gaming now is so huge.
Yeah, I agree there. Yeah. Gaming is definitely huge.